Hey everyone, Mia here. Today I'd like to lead you in a home practice geared toward the hips and back. Since we are isolating right now and hanging out at home, uh, we're probably doing a lot of sitting, especially if you're, telecommuting. And uh, so and for me, my own personal practice, I do this quite a bit because I have one hip that's been replaced and the other is working toward that. So I like to keep the fascia and the muscles around the hips nice and pliable and long. So this is something that I do for myself as well. So I'm going to lead you through what I do. Uh, you don't have to have anything fancy for this practice. You don't even need to have a mat necessarily. Uh, a carpet or a hardwood floor would be just as good. I would suggest a blanket and a couple of blocks. If you don't have blocks, books work just as well. And a strap, uh, a long towel would work as well. So just use what you have on hand and we will get started. Start by finding a comfortable seat. You can be on your knees with a block underneath your butt or cross legged, whatever's comfortable for you. And make sure you really feel that connection to what you're sitting on. If your low back is in a curve, if you feel like you're like this, then your hips need to come up. So find something to elevate your hips, a pillow, a bolster, a block, a folded up blanket. And we'll begin by centering ourselves. So if it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes and just come into the body, into the breath, and feel the breath entering through the nose and feel the body respond to the breath. So finding that place where you're focusing on the breath and focusing on the body responding to the breath. Now feel that connection to the earth, and from that connection extend upward through the spine toward the sky, connecting earth and sky with the body, creating space for the breath, lengthening through the spine. And now take a deep breath in, long breath out, chin to your chest, open your eyes, and slowly bring your gaze up and forward. And we'll begin with 3 deep breaths, breathing in, reaching to the sky, extending up, and exhale down. Inhale, exhale, and last one, inhale up and exhale down. Good. Now inhale, hands to the sky, follow them with your eyes, and exhale over to the right. Inhale, center, and exhale, other side. Nice and long through the side, breathing. Inhale up, and exhale, hands to the heart, keeping the spine long. Inhale, exhale, gently turn to the right, a little twist. Inhale, center, and exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Ground the hands behind you, pressing down to lift the heart high, extending up. And come back to center. Inhale, reach high. And exhale all the way forward. Let the head relax. And breathe. And slowly come up to sitting. Now change the leg position so that the other foot is in front or on top. Again, finding those sits bones, getting nice and tall. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands up. And exhale to the right. Breathing, press away through the hip. Calm breath. Inhale up. And exhale, other side. Nice and long. Press away through the hip and breathe. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, turning to the left. Gentle twist, long spine. Inhale, center. And exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Ground the hands behind you, pressing down to lift the heart high. And then come back to center. Inhale, reach. And exhale, forward. Letting the head relax. Breathing. And slowly come up to sitting. Good. Now bring the left arm across the body and gently press it in toward the chest, opening up the shoulder and feeling it a little in your neck. And if you'd like, you can turn toward the shoulder and breathe. Opening up the neck, breathing into that stretch. And bring the head to center and release. Other side, arm across, and if you'd like, turn. Again, picking the option that is best for you. Don't push it, just feel what's best for your body, taking care of yourself. And then bring the head to center and release. Moving on, we're going to come up to our hands and knees into your tabletop. And I suggest you have a blanket on hand just in case, well, to pad those knees. And you're going to press down through the tops of the feet and feel the belly button come to your backbone. Hands are away from the knees, nice long spine. Inhale, tailbone up, gaze forward. And then exhale, sending the spine high, arching the back. Inhale, gaze forward, cow tilt. Exhale, spine high. Good. Now just warming up the spine here. Really articulating it. And really opening and closing. And a couple more times. Just moving with your breath. And now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Just getting nice and long here. And breathe. Walk it out if you'd like. You can wag your tail. Just feeling this openness here. And then come back down onto your knees. And extend the left foot to the back, toes on the ground, shrink wrap, keep the hips square, and reach the right hand forward. And if you'd like, you can lift that leg. Pressing down through the right foot, extending out through the feet and the hand, And now you can stay here, or you can make little circles out of your shoulder and your hip, just the tiniest of circles. And reverse. This is a mind-body thing. It's almost like patting your head and rubbing your belly. Inhale, reach, and release. Extend the right foot to the back, toes on the ground. Again, shrink wrapping, leg is long, reaching the left hand forward, and if you'd like, lift. Again, long and strong, and stay here, or make little circles, coming out of the shoulder, out of the hip, and then reverse. This is the tricky part, making circles or squares or triangles. And inhale, get long, and release. Good. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. And feel the difference between this dog and your other previous one. And there may not be a difference, and that's fine too. Good. Now return to your knees and come back into child. And knees can be together or apart. And you can have an active child pressing down through the hands and fingers to really press your hips back, opening up that low back and the mid back and the hips. Good. Now slither forward on your forearms and then press up. So you're going to exhale, cat to child. Inhale, slither forward, chest comes toward the hands, and then press up. And then back. Inhale, come forward and press up. So a few more times, just moving with the breath. Exhale. Inhale, come forward and up. And then once more. Good. And then come all the way down onto your stomach. Very good. All right. So you're pressing down through the tops of your feet to engage the core. And let's bring the hands straight out from the shoulders, elbows up, fingers tented. And you're going to press down through the tops of feet and then press with the fingers to lift the heart up. And then exhale down. So just warming up that back. Inhale, press and lift, strong core. And exhale down. Once more, inhale up and exhale down. Good. Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders, and press down through the elbows and pull back toward the ribs. Shoulders are away from the ears, and try to bring the head back. We tend to jut out like this, so try to press down through the shoulders, creating space, and then bringing the elbows back and pulling forward. A lot to think about here. It's not just being on your elbows. There's action here. And release. Good. Hands next to the chest. And you can come up onto your knees into your plank on your knees, or you can press all the way up and then come into your down dog. And I'm going to move my blanket off to the side here for a second or a minute or so. And now we're going to inhale the left leg up and exhale, step the left foot to the left thumb. And if you can't quite make it, you can bring your knee to the mat, step it forward, and then come up to your runner's lunge. here's a good spot to have some blocks if you can't quite come all the way down to the ground. Press back through the right heel and sink into the hips. So again, this is where it's a little challenging for me. And just breathing here. We're going to be holding the poses for about 6 to 8 breaths. Just make sure we get nice and long. And then bring the left foot back, down dog. Nice and long, pressing the heels down toward the ground, fingertips pressing down and forward. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, right foot to right thumb. And again, you can help it forward and sink into the hips. Doing what's best for you, breathing here. Staying calm in the pose. Not resisting. Just working it as best you can. And if you're not feeling very energetic, you can, do 70% effort. You don't have to do full 100% all the time. Again, listening to yourself, listening to your body. And then step the right foot back, down dog. Okay. Now, there's an option here. If you don't feel like doing the full plank up dog, down dog flow that we're going to do, you can do that cow tilt, cat, child, and then slithering forward flow. So your option is to do this, or I'll show you. We're going to do down dog to plank, chaturanga, inhale up, and exhale back. So pick your poison. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And once more, just to make it good. And back. And breathe. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, left foot to the sky. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. And I'm going to pad the knee. We're going to be here for a little bit. So pad the knee and make it as comfortable for you as you can. Oh, my head's cut off. All right, so we're going to lean forward and shoulders away from the ears, getting nice and tall. Press down through the right foot. I'm going to fix that a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'm learning. We're all learning. Okay, let's see if that's better. All right, so we're leaning forward into that knee. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. And then tailbone to the back, heart toward the toes. And, if you feel unbalanced here, use a block on each side or a book, whatever you have, pillows. And then if you want to have a little extra stretch in the back here, you're going to press down through the heel and pull back toward the back of the mat. So really lengthening that leg. A couple more breaths. Good. And then coming forward, hands to the thigh. Again, shoulders back, heart up. Pressing down through the foot. And you can stay here or bring the hands forward, a little balance here. Stay here or reach high, hips coming forward, heart up. Breathing. And release. Right hand to the ground. Left hand to the sky. Squeeze the thighs in toward the center, pressing down to reach up. Still pressing down through that right foot. And release. Good. Bringing that left foot back to tabletop. And then child. Hips to the heels. And melt. Good. Now coming up. Stepping that right foot forward. Again, hands to the thighs. Thigh. Singular. And then pressing forward. Press down through that left foot. Relax the back. Breathing here. Holding the pose for a little bit. Stick it into that front of that hip. Ooh. And then tailbone to the back. Heart toward the toes. Pressing down, pulling that foot back. Leg is long, breathing. Try to smile. Try to keep that spine long. Good. And then coming forward again, hands to the thigh. Press down through that left foot. Stay here or bring the hands up. Stay here or lift the heart high. Pressing forward, coming up, breathing. And release. Left hand on the ground. Right hand to the sky. And again, feel that right knee coming in, keeping it straight, pointing straight ahead. And release. Good. Bringing that right foot back. And then back into child. And if you'd like, you can keep the hands above the head or bring them in right in next to the body. And relax. And then coming up. Good. And sit back on your heels and just feel this. And if you want to put a block between your feet, if that's more comfortable, that's good too. Again, just picking the option that's best for you. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears. And coming up, and turn to face the long edge of your mat. And we're going to come up onto your knees, like so. And then going to place the hands at your low back. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side, but you're facing the edge. And then you're going to press down on the glutes to lift the heart up. This is a little camel modified. Just getting into that back again, opening the heart. And then strong core, come back up. Good. Now we're going to extend the left leg out. And so you're nice and long. Toes are pointing forward. And you're feeling this inner thigh, and this hip stays over the knee. Okay? So again, nice and tall through the spine. Reach the right hand up, and then come over to the side and breathe. Calm breath. Using the breath to calm the mind and the body. Breathing here. Again, holding it for about 6 or 8 breaths. Come back up, and then hand straight out to your side. This is a side plank with the knee down, and press away through that left foot. Nice and long through the side. Really feel that extension. It's not all in the supporting side. You're opening, breathing. Good. And then strong core as you pull up through that left side. And then have the block or the book in front of you. And you're going to bring the arms to the block and bring the hips toward the back. So I'm not staying in line with my knee and my foot. I'm bringing the hips back so I really feel this inner thigh here. And opening it up, breathe. Press away through that left foot, breathing. Good, now coming back up and then bringing that knee in and extending the right leg out. Again, toes forward and then come all the way up and then reach high with the left hand and come over, pressing away through the knee, lengthening that side, breathe. Good, now coming up, left hand to the ground, right hand to the sky, and breathe. Calm breath. Press away through the foot, feeling the length, feeling the breath. And then strong core, come up, and then hands to the block. And bringing the hips back, opening up the inner thigh, and breathe. Keep that neck long. You can let the head hang, I guess, if you want to kind of stretch the neck, but the idea is to keep the spine long. Good, and then coming back up, bring the knee in, and then turn to the top of your mat. And we're going to come into child, one more child, hips to the heels. And you can keep the hands above your head, or you can bring the arms next to the sides. Again, doing what's best for you. Good, and then coming back up, and you're going to come onto your back. Move the blanket off to the side, and then come in and hug the knees into the chest. And you can rock gently from side to side, or you can make little circles to massage your low back. Good. And now you're going to hug the right leg in and extend the left leg out onto the mat. And your leg is long. You're pressing away through the heel. Feel like you're trying to make the leg 6 inches longer and hugging that right knee as close as you can. Good. And then hold on to the back of the right thigh with both hands. Straighten the leg and press the leg into the hands. Pull the hands against the leg. So press and pull, pull and press. Really strong here. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not just pressing my foot to the sky. There's some resistance here. And release. Good. Bring both knees into the chest. And then extend the right leg out, making that leg nice and long, hugging the left leg close, and breathe. Calm breath. And then holding on to the back of the left leg as you straighten the leg, press the leg into the hands, pull the hands against the leg, isometrically, releasing the hamstring, breathing, calm breath. And release. Good. Bringing both knees in. And happy baby, reaching between the legs for the feet, ankles, or shins. And bring that tailbone down toward the ground. You want your spine nice and long on the mat. Tuck the chin so the back of the head is on the mat. Again, 6 to 8 breaths. And release the feet. Bring the knees over the hips. And you're going to come over to the right for a twist. So, bringing the legs to the ground or supporting them with the book or the block. And you can look up at the ceiling, or you can bring your chin toward your left shoulder. Shoulder blades on the mat, you're breathing. Good, now strong core, come back to center, and then over to the other side. Relax and breathe. Sometimes the hardest part of practice is staying still. Good, and then come back up. And then grab your strap, and you're going to place the strap on the bottom of your left foot, right underneath the toes at that meaty part of the foot. And I want you to hold the strap as high as you can without doing this, okay? So we're going to hold it, and you're going to pull against that foot. And you can have this right foot on the ground. You can extend it straight, or you can do whatever feels good for you. This is where we get into my hip stuff. Okay, so you're holding it as high as you can without really crunching up your neck and your shoulders, and you're pressing the foot into the strap, pulling the strap against the foot. And then you're going to bend the knee and keep that bottom of the foot to the sky, and then press high, and then bend and press. Good. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and once more, exhale, and inhale. Good. Now hold the straps lower so that the elbows are on the ground. And again, throughout this sequence, we're going to keep the neck and shoulders relaxed. Let the strap do the work. And so the heel is up. This is my tight side. And we're going to bring both straps into your left hand and let the leg come out to the left. Running into stuff. Okay, so press away through the heel. Leg stays long. Feeling that inner thigh. Relax and breathe. Good. Now coming up with a strong core, take the straps into your right hand and bring the leg across the body for a twist. Now you're still pressing out through the left heel, but you're also keeping that right leg active. So don't let that leg relax. Both legs are working here. So breathe, stretch and breathe. Using the breath to release any tension you can. Breathing here. Good. Now strong core, come up. And then hold the strap in each hand. Bring the chest toward the thigh, thigh toward the chest. And release. Transfer the strap to the other foot. And again, holding that strap as high as you can without compromising your neck or your shoulders. Bottom of the foot to the sky. Leg is long. Really opening and breathing. Pressing that foot into the strap. Pulling the strap against the foot. You're going to bend the knee. And then press to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Really resisting. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Couple more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale high. And then hold the straps lower. Elbows on the ground. Take both straps in your right hand and bring the leg out to the right. Looking up at the ceiling or chin toward the left shoulder. And breathe. Stay with the breath. Good. Now strong core. Come back to center. And then to the other side. Coming across the body. Breathing. Oof. Again, sometimes the hardest thing is to stay still and not react. So just breathing into those places that are tight. Calm breath. Good, and then coming back up. And then bring the chest toward the thigh, thigh toward the chest. And release. Nice. And place the strap off to the side. Hug the knees into your chest. And maybe feel a difference, maybe not. It's all good. And then placing both feet flat on the mat, knees to the sky. Left foot on the left edge of the mat, right foot on the right. Going to tuck your tailbone and bring the knees together and press them as hard as you can together. This releases the low back, so keep the hips on the ground as you're doing this. Just press and breathe. release. Keep the feet where they are. Bring the knees wide. And you're going to bring both knees over to the right, pressing down through that left left knee to open up that left hip and thigh. And it's a twist. We can look up at the ceiling or we can look in the opposite direction. Breathing, calm breath. Good, now come back up, tuck the tailbone, and then to the other side. With every exhale, trying to get a little bit more release. And come back up, tuck the tailbone, and bring the soles of the feet together, knees out. And you can keep the arms next to your body, or you can hold on to the elbows above your head. Keep the chin tucked so the back of the neck is long. And I want you to thank you for being here with me today. I hope to do some more of these, so stay tuned and enjoy your Shavasana. And we're going to help the knees together, give them one more hug, and then come into your Shavasana. Feet are wide, right foot toward the right corner of the mat, left foot toward the left. Arms away from your body, and then release and let go. Coming into the body, into the breath, into this pose of conscious relaxation. Remaining aware of the body and of the breath. Imagine that your breath is like a wave moving through your body. And on the inhale, the wave builds and crusts in the lungs and pulls any remaining tension up into the wave. And then on the exhale, the wave leaves the body and dissipates that tension gently onto the shore. On the inhale, the wave builds and crests. And on the exhale, it moves gently onto the shore. And with every exhale, releasing and letting go, surrender into the pose, into this moment. Breathe, relax, and come to your center.